Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at some more Demon Slayer figures. This is the full set that we're going to be taking a look at, and the only reason we're doing the full set in one video is because they're little figurines, so that they're little statues. So there isn't going to be loads and loads of stuff to cover looking at each individual figure like there are with articulate figures and toys. So, these are the figures that we're going to be looking at. These are the Chibi Masters figures from Bandai. So, we have the full set, which is Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Nezuko, Inosuke, and Giyu. Giyu is actually the first one of these figures that I got because out of all of the characters available, he's the one that I sort of like the most. Everyone else in this list is kind of a sort of character for me. So, Giyu is the first one I got. He is also the only one that I have already opened. Because the idea was I was only going to get him, but then I realised that these figures are actually really cheap. So I got the full set, and then I was like, you know what? I can make a video out of this. So, here we are. So the figures are numbered. So as you can see, Giyu is number 5. So I am actually going to be reviewing them in their number order. I'm not entirely sure if I actually showed them you in their number order. Did I? Or did I? Did I or didn't I? I did. I actually showed them you in their number order as well. I honestly didn't mean to do that, but I did. So, yeah. Let's head on over to the review table and take a closer look at all of these. Because this will be the first time I am seeing a lot of these figures, well, most of these figures, up close. So, follow me over to the table. Okay, so here we are. There they are. And I'm going to push them all off to the side. And we shall take a look at them one at a time. So, first off is Tanjiro. He is number 1 in the set. And yeah, the boxes for these are very, very plain. So we got the nice window so you can have a look at the figure from the front, from the side, and from above for some reason. So also we've got Demon Slayer and the name of the character and a nice little picture of the character. And here we go. Chibi Masters, that is the brand, and then Bandai is the maker. On that side, we just got logos and pictures and things. On the back of the box, we have the full set. And then nothing really on that side. And obviously we just have words underneath. So, let's get Tanjiro out of his box and see what he looks like. Because these are anime figures, I am keeping the boxes. So, I'm going to try my best to not destroy the box with the process of getting the figures out. They have used God knows how much tape for each of these figures. Some of it refuses to cut. There we go. Let's get Tanjiro out. Let's get the base out. There we go. And we can put that bit back in. Like so. Close it up. Make an awful lot of noise. I apologise. For some reason it does not want to go back in the box. Oh, whatever. I'll sort it out properly afterwards. So, here is little Tanjiro. Let's get him sorted out on his base first. So that base is not plugged in the best. That does not like plugging in. that much at all. Oh, where does this plug into him? Seriously? Oh, it plugs in his head. I've got fluff on my head, on my hand. Right, so let's just take that out of there for a minute. So yeah, so these work a little bit like the Figure Arts minis in terms of the base and stuff like that. Here we go. There we go. So here is Tanjiro. So these figures are actually pretty nice. You can tell that they're cheap figures by looking at them because they're not the best, but they are still pretty good little figures. So as you can see, he has his green and black checkerboard Hiyori on, which looks kind of blue in my camera, but I assure you it's green. And then he has his the Demon Slayer uniform on with his little shoes. And then his sword, which is all black, as we know. And then his hair, and then his birthmark. And his little earrings. So we don't have loads and loads of detail on them. So if I just get the box back. As you can see, his earrings are meant to have quite a little bit of detailing on them. Whereas here we literally just have the red sun, the white, and the grey bit. His sword is also meant to have quite a bit of detailing on it. But just because they're cheaper figures, we've just got the basic shape. Because like all of this bit, like the guard is meant to be painted different colours and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, they're still really nice little figures. And it's nice to have little figures of Tanjiro because he's not my favourite character, so he's not a character I'm going to get big figures of. So having a little figure like this is nice. Because it's nice to at least have the main characters. So that's Tanjiro. Now we move on to Zenitsu, who is number 2. So his box is exactly the same, except it's in yellow and orange. More orange. So let's get him out. So yeah, packaging is exactly the same, which means a whole lot of tape. I'm hoping at some point they make some of these Chibi Masters figures of the demons. And when I say the demons, I don't just mean Nezuko. I mean the bad demons like Muzan and stuff like that. So honestly, Muzan done in this style of figure would be adorable. And I'd buy 10 of them. Because I need 10 Muzans. Oh, this one actually worked with reboxing it. So yeah, 10 of this little Muzan 10 Muzans done in this style would be amazing. An army of little Muzans. Right, so let's get that ball joint in the butty. It doesn't want to go in the butt. Am I angling it right? Aha. I didn't have it angled correctly. That's it. No, it just does not want to go in. Well, that's perfect. Ugh. Right, hold on. I'm going to try and get it pegged in. Okay, I'm back. That was a pain in the ass, but I've got Zenitsu on his base. It plugs in very awkwardly. I mean, it says, you know, Tanjiro plugs in quite nicely to the back of his head. Whereas Zenitsu sort of plugs in at a dumb angle into his thigh. And it just, ugh. But yeah, so we've got Zenitsu. His eyes are closed because he's about to go badass mode, which means he has to fall asleep to do it. His Hiyori is blowing around. And yeah, His hair isn't going all over the place, which is odd, because it usually does when he's about to go Super Saiyan. But yeah, his sword has more detail on it than Tanjiro's, but that's because we can see more of it. And yeah, he's just popped off his base again. God damn it. So yeah, I'm just trying to... There. I'm going to have to leave him like that because he does not like staying on his base that well. But yeah, we've got his Dorito Haori, and he's a very nice figure. Once again, Zenitsu is one I don't actually have that many figures of. I have this one and one little teeny tiny one that's about that big. Oh no, and I've also got another a little gacha figure, which I'm super confused with how you're meant to do it, but yeah. That's Zenitsu. He's very nice. Up to number 3, which is Nezuko, who is the fan favorite. Yeah, everyone loves Nezuko. I do not. She's not bad. She's not my favorite character. She's not even in my top 5 characters. Pretty much my top 5 belong to Demons and Rengoku. As we've got Muzan as number 1. Enmu is probably number 2. Rengoku would be number 3. Doma number 4 and Kokushiba number 5. So let's put her base in, which looks like it's going to behave itself because it plugs in like Tanjiro's did. So just in the back of her head. Damn it. See, I say it's going to behave, and then it doesn't. That'll do, I think. Yeah. There we go. So Nezuko did actually... Damn it. Yeah, the character... these figures... Freaking Tanjiro's the only one that's behaved so far. There we go. Here we go. Here's little Nezuko. This figure is adorable. I love the eyes on it. The eyes have been printed really nicely. Then we've got her kimono that's been done really nice as well with the detail on it. And we got her hair. She's been shot in the back of the head. Muzan's shot her in the back of the head. She is supposed to have one of her legs off the ground, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but that's how she's sitting on the base with me anyway. And then she's got her hands like little rar hands. Like, she's trying to be scary, but she's really not. But yeah, that is the Nezuko figure. Really nice. Put Nezuko down there. Up next, we have Inosuke. Well, I may have just damaged the box of that one, but oh well. Now, Inosuke wasn't that easy to find. Because I think I got these from a local comic shop. And the guy that was there said that when you get the full, like, shipping box of these, you get, you mainly get Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Nezuko. And I think it was like two Inosuke's and one Giyu? Or was it 2 Inosuke's and 2 Giyus? Oh. Either way, Inosuke and Giyu are like the rarer ones in the set. He reboxed rather nicely. Alright, let's have a look. Where does the base go? Where does the peg go? Where does it go? Where's the hole? I don't see the hole. Oh, there it is. The hole is very well hidden on this one. It's here. it is very well hidden on Inosuke. So there we go. The base is plugged. The arm is plugged in. And now we just put him on the base. There we go. So Inosuke is actually meant to be slightly elevated, but the arm doesn't like supporting elevation. So you're going to have him at least with his toes touching. But yeah, this is Inosuke. He's very well done. I love the pose he's in. A nice dynamic pose. Oops. Yeah, love the little big cheeky grin he's got on. He's got his body's moulded rather nicely. He's got all his pants with the fur. For some reason, I'm pretty sure he has more than just his toes showing in the anime. We don't really pay attention. I think he's got his whole foot showing. His hair's done really nicely. I like his hair. And of course his ball mask as well. Look at the derpy face on that thing. Yeah, his swords are done nicely as well. With the chipped blades that he chips himself. So yeah, really nice little Inosuke figure. This is probably my favourite one so far. Out of the main characters, so out of the main 4, Inosuke is my favourite one. So let's put him there. And finally we have Giyu, who, as I've said before, I have already opened him once, but I put him back in the box purely, for the video. So because I've already opened him once, I don't need to go through the pain of putting all the tape again. But I do have to go through the pain of pegging him onto the frickin' base again. But if I remember correctly, Giyu wasn't actually that bad. This hole is right in the middle. the freaking base goes right up his butt. For this one. There we go. So yeah, Giyu behaves himself. Giyu knows how to be pegged onto a base. So yeah, Giyu is definitely my favourite one. He's the, like I said in the first suit introduction, he's the one figure I actually really wanted to get out of this wave. But I just ended up getting the others because they were cheap. Yeah, I love the detail on his thing, on his Haori. So I've made from sewing two Haoris together. Which is, the red one I believe was his Hone, and then this one was Sabito's. And then his sword is done nicely. So he's just got the basic katana, like Tanjiro and Zenitsu. But his is blue because he's the water Hashira. He's the water Hashira. Or is he? Manga spoilers. But yeah, he's done really nicely as well. He's got a little tiny ponytail at the bottom. And, yeah. Can't really say anything else about them. They are just really nice little figures. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I shall see you all in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!